Welcome back to the Raven Report. Today is March 19th. I'm Jackson Wilhoit, and I'm here to remind you of another mental health opportunity. We have another addition to the Mental Health Wellness Series. On Thursday, March 25th, we have Creative Self-Care hosted by Miss Lindsay and Miss Elder from 3 to 4 p.m. Use the nickname Creative. Once again, be sure to take advantage of these mental health opportunities. And now for another South alumni doing some great things at the next level. Here's Claudia with more.
Hey South! Today we're going to get to meet one of our own alumni who's now a teacher in France. But he's going to tell us some more, so let's go see.
Hey, my name is Josh Chotner. I am a 31-year-old South alumni. I graduated from South in 2008.
Where did you go after you graduated from South?
So after I finished my high school diploma at South, I went on to CSU up in Fort Collins, and I studied psychology and foreign languages, literatures, and cultures, but with a specialization in French.
How did you end up teaching English in France?
Right. So after I finished my studies at CSU, I knew that I wanted to keep working in education and keep using my French. So I did 1 year of a national volunteer program called City Year in Denver. And after that, I signed up for a program to come and teach English to French kids in French high schools and middle schools. So I worked in a French high school for 1 year as what's called a language assistant. So I would come into classes and speak with the kids and help them practice using their English, because in France, all kids learn English starting at the beginning of middle school and until the end of high school. So that's how I came to France. Now I teach English to adults who want to learn English for their jobs, or because they want to travel, because they really love the United States or the United Kingdom and they want to learn the language. So yeah, that's how I came to be here.
And how and when did you realize that you enjoyed world languages?
I really found out that I had kind of like a talent for languages in Mr. Russello's class. It was the first time I ever took a language class, really, and I found out that I just loved it. I think about languages as kind of like a puzzle, and if you can fit all of the pieces together, you learn how to communicate with other people, you can make connections. So since then, I've also studied Spanish a little bit, and I always kind of learned Spanish just growing up in Denver. Portuguese as well. It's my current language that I'm studying, and I also speak a little bit of Turkish.
Now it's time for some teacher shout-outs and favorite memories from our school.
Some shout-outs, because the teachers that I remember the most from my time at South. So Ms. Rinaldi, Mr. Russello, Mr. Vatical, Mr. Nichols for chemistry. I didn't have Mr. Vargas for my Spanish teacher, but he's taught me a lot of Spanish as one of my good friends. And also speaks good French, in case you didn't know.
What do you miss about South?
My time in South, I loved all of like the chances to get together with everybody. So whether it was Rebel Roundup or all the different pep rallies, and then for me particularly, I was always very involved in theater class. So I spent a lot of time in Mrs. Rinaldi's room and in the auditorium. I did a bunch of slam poetry with her as well. I was part of the chess club for a couple of years with Mr. Russello, and just kind of getting to hang out in Washington Park, on campus, around with all of my friends and whatnot. Yeah, that's what I miss the most.
Thanks, Josh, for giving us a look into your life. Seems pretty interesting. Now, that's all from me, so we're gonna head back to the desk.
Thank you, Josh, for spending some time with us and sharing your story. And now on to a really cool segment about really interesting apprenticeship programs.
Hey, sophomores and juniors. My name is Abby Crisafulli, and I am the Career Navigator at South, which just means I'm a person at school who's here to try to connect you to opportunities related to career fields while you're still in high school. Today, I want to make sure that you all know specifically about the apprenticeship program. This is a 3-year paid work experience program where you get hired as an actual employee of a professional level company and start earning money and gaining experience in a professional level field while you finish your graduation requirements. Right now, we are accepting applications. I am here to help with that entire process. And we have various kinds of jobs, but the fields that we focus on are information technology, advanced manufacturing, healthcare, financial services, business operations, and education. So if you are interested in a career related to any of those fields and think maybe this could be a good fit for you, I would love to meet with you and answer any and all of your questions to see if this might be something you want to apply for. If you are interested in learning more, please reach out to me. My email is partly here on the screen, abby_crisafulli@dpsk12.net, and we can set up some time to talk more about the details. I hope to hear from you soon.
If you're at all interested in this apprenticeship program, please be sure to contact Miss Abby Crisafulli. And now we have one of the most interesting engineering programs in the state. Here's Clayton with more.
Now let's go check out a project the engineering students have been working on.
All right, so the project just basically helped us to conclude all the topics that we covered throughout the quarter, right? So the course entails commercial and residential designs. So this project presented a problem where the students were required to create a product that encompassed them using residential topics as well as commercial topics to present something that holistically covers everything we would have done throughout the quarter.
So Aiden Simon and Evan Westervelt were in my team, and we created a coffee shop with residential apartments on top and a rooftop as an open area. The beauty of the project was that it was very open in that there wasn't a specific rubric on what we had. We had some constraints to meet, but it wasn't over constrained in that we had a lot of availability to be creative and apply our own learning that we've had from previous years and previous lessons. So we started with kind of brainstorming and just coming up with different ideas as a group based on real world experience that we've already had. I think a lot of the times we looked back to other stuff we had learned in engineering because it all comes together in a very special way, in that anything you learn in this class, whether you do engineering or not, it kind of comes back to you and you mix it into your projects and your future, designs. Yeah, so every design for every team was super intentional in that every element had a purpose. As you can see in this walkthrough, the floor plan layout is very oriented based on space and livability and how realistic it could be, because we're building these projects as if someone could actually live in them. So if you notice the rooms, it's difficult to build a studio apartment that seems very spacious, but we tried to organize it in such a way that it makes sense for livability and space. And then we're also using design elements that are modern, and we're being conscious of all of those elements like we would in real life.
South offers many engineering classes, with many of them partnering with other schools and companies. Here's Mr. Maduri with more information.
And so we have a class called Principles of Engineering, that we partner with a company called McKinstry for the entire school year. So the last project, one of the last projects that the students worked on was a bridge building competition where they were supposed to use basic supplies such as toothpicks and glue just to design a bridge that could hold a certain amount of weight. And as you can see, some of the students really use their creativity to design these bridges. Nothing that we actually told them to do, but what you're seeing is actually their creativity, their ideas coming to life based on the engineering concepts that we have covered throughout the class. Also, in our other engineering classes, we had one particular project that we had partnered with the School of Mines, where the students had the opportunity to design projectiles. And I'm proud to say that we actually beat the School of Mines because our students got to as far as 136 feet. And as you can see, the students had the opportunity, the leverage of really just designing whatever came to their minds. And they also learned the skills to turn their ideas into technically inclined projects. So you can see that the students really have developed skills over the time, not just to present in a class, but also to operate just as the engineers would operate in their daily lives.
Because I think it's the best engineering program there is definitely in the area, probably in Colorado. It's a really unique opportunity to work with people in the field. And even if you don't want to do engineering in college, this is something we kind of learned, especially in the third year, is that a lot of these skills are applicable everywhere else. We're learning creativity, team building, and cooperation, like teamwork, not team building, but cooperation to design big projects together and use our creativity.
Great job, engineering students, and good luck with all your future projects.
Kudos to Mr. Midori and his students for creating some awesome projects. And now here is Mr. Craig for some information for students who were part of last spring's Mamma Mia.
Hey there, South High School. This is Mr. Craig. As you all know, just about a year ago, we went into the COVID pandemic remote learning situation that we are now in. What you might not know is that last year, we were getting prepared to put on a musical here at South High. We were doing Mamma Mia, and it was going to be so much fun, and unfortunately, like so many other things, it got canceled. This message goes out to all the students who were a part of that wonderful experience. We have some Mamma Mia t-shirts that we want to get delivered to all of you. I still have the cast list and crew list from last year with everybody's shirt sizes. So what we're going to do is that this upcoming week, so this will be Friday, the next week, I am going to be giving your seminar teachers the shirt sizes that you signed up for. If you are in person, those seminar teachers are just going to hand those off to you whenever your cohort is here in class. For those of you who are fully remote, we are going to try to figure out a way to coordinate a time that we could do a safe, socially distanced handoff, maybe here out in front of the school or something. That hasn't quite been planned out yet. But if you are one of those students, would you please email me at mcraig1@dpsk12.net, and we will try to figure out the best way for us to do that. I'm so sorry we didn't get to do the show last year, you guys, but I'm really excited to give you these t-shirts. They're really cool. They're really cute. They've been sitting in the back of my car for about a year now. So I hope you're well. I hope you're healthy. And I can't wait to connect with you all again and make beautiful musical theater in the future. Have a good one, guys.
Now we're going to take a little bit of a break from the desk. Now let's just move on to sports with myself. Welcome to sports. I'm back yet again, and we're going to be talking about a South D1 Dominator. A huge shout out to South's own Chudier Bile from the class of 2015 for making it to the big dance. Its Georgetown Hoyas men's basketball team has come back from a very slow start to the season to being one of the most talked about programs in college basketball. In 3 consecutive nights, Chudier and the Hoyas beat number 14th ranked Villanova, Seton Hall, and number 17th ranked Creighton to win the Big East Conference Championship. Chudier led the team in scoring in the championship game versus Creighton, getting 19 points and was second in rebounds with 8.
Practicing. I didn't think about that. But with Georgetown, easy pass inside. No way that should happen. But yeah.
What makes his team's story so special is that the Hoyas started 3-9 at the beginning of the season, with Chudier getting not too many minutes. Once coach Patrick Ewing started giving him more minutes, Chudier has become the spark that has brought his team together, helping them win 9 of their next 13 games. If the Hoyas didn't win the conference championship, they were not going to the March Madness tournament.
How was it to coach Chudier in high school? It was a pleasure. It was easy. It's easy coaching talent, you know, harnessing talent and trying to have a 15, 16, 17-year-old realize that he's not as great as he's going to be. That's the difficult part. Trudy was a great teammate, tremendous basketball player, obviously, hard worker, but strong-minded and difficult. Trudy tried to bring me gray hairs. We clashed on many a day in practice, many a day in the gym, but it's never been but nothing but love. He realized I had the best interest for him, and he just cared about the program, so we couldn't go wrong with that. And so it was nothing but love when he was here, and it's nothing but love now, to the point where, thanks for the tickets, Trudy. I'll see you on Saturday.
Good luck to Chudier and his team as they face our own CU Buffs tomorrow at 10:15. The choice is yours, a South alumni or our very own team. And now, on to my boy Jerry for COVID Homecoming Week.
Hey South, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what Homecoming Week is going to look like.
Student Senate is proud to announce that we will be having a COVID Homecoming Week. There will be some different activities throughout the week. And although we are still not able to do full school events, meaning no pep rally, rebel roundup, or dance, there are going to be some grade level opportunities like, to start off the week on Tuesday, Cohort A will have the junior-senior boys volleyball games. On Cohort A will also have the first junior-senior girls kickball games. Then, Cohort A will have the first freshman-sophomore ultimate frisbee games. Then finally, there'll be a virtual watch party for volleyball at 7 p.m. Next, on Wednesday, Cohort A will have the junior-senior boys volleyball championship games. Then, Cohort A will have the junior-senior girls kickball championship games. Then, Cohort A will have the freshman-sophomore ultimate frisbee championship games. And finally, to end off the night, there'll be a drive-in movie at 6 p.m. Moving on to Thursday, Cohort B will have the first junior-senior boys volleyball games. Then, Cohort B will have the first junior-senior girls kickball games. Then, Cohort B will have the first freshman-sophomore ultimate frisbee games. And finally, there'll be a virtual watch party for soccer at 5:30 p.m. Moving on to Friday, Cohort B will have the junior-senior boys volleyball championship games. Then, Cohort B will have the junior-senior girls kickball championship games. Finally, Cohort B will have the freshman-sophomore ultimate frisbee championship games. Then, to end off the week, there's going to be a virtual watch party for the opening home football game at 11.
Well, I hope you guys learned a little bit more about Homecoming Week. Remember, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Now, let's go back to desk.
Your Season C teams have many competitions upcoming. Today, we have boys soccer at Regis Groff at 5:30, football facing Mountain Range away at 6:30, and then tomorrow we have a gymnastics meet versus multiple schools at 3 o'clock. Monday, we have boys soccer versus Northfield at 5:30, and then Tuesday, boys soccer versus West at 4, gymnastics at TJ at 6, and volleyball at Rangeview at 7. And now on to Club Corner with Georgia.
Hey Ravens, it's Georgia. Welcome back to Club Corner. Are you interested in submitting an art piece for PSA? If you are, then make an artistic representation of any of these topics and bring it to the meeting on March 24th at 12:45. Make sure to be prepared to present your artwork on camera and have an open dialogue about race.
The South Palm Line is going to have their first meeting on March 24th at 5:30 on SHS Palm Line. If you're interested in a fast-paced, eventually competitive dance team, come to this meeting. Check out Denver East Palms if you're interested to see what a palm line looks like. Contact Miss Larson at this email or message her on Schoology if you're interested. Hope to see you out there, Ravens!
The South DECA team sent 6 students to state in late February for role-play events. Ella Schnofness and Alexandra Young competed in sports and entertainment marketing. Maya Kitai in Principles of Marketing, Ava Shapira and Lauren Simon in Entrepreneurship, and Charles Barrow in Business Finance. Alexis Ramirez created a written innovation plan. Ava Shapira competed and created a business plan for an app idea that focuses on giving Gen Z financial freedom. With this idea, she qualified for nationals in April. We are so proud of all of our DECA participants and all of DECA as their first year as a chapter.
And now is that time of the year where Culture Fest would usually be around the corner. And we would still like to do something that's remote. Here's Student Senate with more.
Hi Ravens, I'm Maura.
Hi Ravens, I'm Isra.
And we wanted to let you know about the Culture Fest coming up on April 22nd.
This year at South, we're live streaming the Culture Fest.
So here at South, we represent over 60 countries, and Culture Fest is a great opportunity to learn about the heritage of your classmates.
Each country have their own different tradition things, and Culture Fest is a great way to celebrate that. Sign up to rep your countries and hold your flag, or sign up to do performance.
We'll put the link right here, and then we will also put posters around the school with the link in order to sign up.
Thank you, and remember to sign up.
So please, please, please be a part of our remote Culture Fest. And now, here's more about a donation drive.
My youth group is having a donation drive throughout the month of March for the local nonprofit Red Equity. They combat period poverty and supply period products to people who can't afford them. They particularly focus on providing support for people who are experiencing homelessness and for young adults who can't afford to buy products. Please help support this cause by dropping off products such as tampons, pads, underwear, granola bars, and other small snacks like chocolate to one of our drop-off locations. If you can't donate physical supplies, you can always donate through their website at redequity.org. You can find the drop-off locations and more information on this Google Doc. Your support is really appreciated. Thank you.
So please donate to our feminine hygiene product donation drive. And now, seniors, this info's for you.
Hey Ravens, it's Chandrea. Did you know that our seniors have some important information and dates coming up? Seniors, you must order your cap and gown in order to participate in graduation ceremony and events.
This link below will take you to the basic cap and gown package. You can order additional graduation items directly through this website. The deadline is April 23rd.
If you have financial difficulties and are unable to purchase a cap and gown, we have a borrowing program that you and your families can take advantage of.
You will need to complete the form shown in order to ensure that we have the correct sizes available.
If you have a sibling that has graduated from South's gown or a former South student gown and you only need to purchase a cap and a tassel, you can purchase it through South via this link.
Seniors are encouraged to vote for their senior superlatives for the yearbook. This nomination form can be found in Schoology in the Class of 2021 group.
Seniors will receive their diplomas after the graduation ceremony on May 19th. If you are a senior and you are not participating in the graduation ceremony, you can pick your diploma up at South after the 19th. And remember, seniors, you do not need to request a diploma.
Here are some important dates seniors should be aware of. May 12th is Virtual Senior Awards Night. May 14th is Senior Checkout and Car Parade. May 15th is our to-be-determined Senior Prom. And May 19th is our graduation ceremony at 7 p.m.
Seniors, if you do not plan on attending graduation or the car parade, please email Miss Barrow at this email or email one of your counselors. And now, that's all for me. Back to desk.
Man, I know I'm gonna look fly in my cap and gown, Man, we're growing up so fast, guys. But seniors, please be sure to take care of your graduation necessities. And now, onto some SAT opportunities. Connor, yo, bro. Yeah, you, next door to my room, pay attention. The South Math Department is hosting drop-in SAT study sessions during period 9, 1:30 through 2:30, Tuesday through Friday, starting fourth quarter. For more information, complete the interest form that you can find in Schoology, or email Miss Marcello or Miss Olson, or simply join us. The group has just started meeting, and the Google Meet nickname is SAT Math. So underclassmen, please be sure to take advantage of those SAT opportunities to increase your score. And also, reminder, Food Bank, East Parking Lot, 3 to 5:30. Thursdays, don't forget. And now finally, I'm leaving you off with a music video. Adios, mis amigos. Have a great day.
So instead of spending a load of money on a music video, we decided to make it ourselves while we were on tour. Let's do it!
One way or another, I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna win ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna see ya. I'm gonna meet you one day. Maybe next week. I'm gonna meet ya. I'll meet ya. I will drive past your house. And if the lights are all down, I'll see who's around. Let's go! One way or another, I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna win ya. I'll get you one way or another. I'm gonna see ya. I'm gonna meet ya one day. Maybe next week. I'm gonna meet ya. I'll meet ya. And if the lights are all out, I'll follow your bus downtown. See who's hanging out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wanna hold you tight. I wanna hold you tight. I wanna hold you tight. Get teenage kicks right through the night. Come on. I wanna hold you tight. I wanna hold you tight. Oh yeah. I wanna hold you tight. Get teenage kicks right through the night. One way or another, I'm gonna see ya. I'm gonna meet you one way or another. I'm gonna win ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna see ya. I'm gonna meet you one day or another. I'm gonna win ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna see ya. I'm gonna meet you one way or another. I'm gonna win ya. I'm gonna get you one way or another.